Tropical Storm Sam is the 18th cyclone of the Atlantic hurricane season, and yet another named storm as we accelerate towards the end of the naming list once again. Currently at 10.8 degrees north, 39.2 degrees west, moving west at around 16 miles per hour. Currently a tropical storm with winds of 60 mile per hour winds estimated by our analyst team, with a pressure of 1001 millibars as of 4 p.m. Eastern Time this September 23rd. Right now it's way out at sea, so no CDPS and no landfall expected in the next 5 days. Wind field confined only to the northern quadrants at the moment, but that's probably going to expand a lot more fairly soon. Currently 1,380 miles from Barbados and starting to close in a bit, 1476 from Martinique, 1570 from Antigua, 1869 from San Juan and 2198 from Bermuda. No warnings out there right now. The storm will continue westwards and some rumblings that it could give the Lesser Antilles a closer shave than Larry did a few weeks ago, although that is by no means set in stone. It looks like it will trend just a little bit further west at the moment. This is the current wind expectations right now, or the current wind speed. We're at 60 miles per hour, National Hurricane Center at 50, ADT a bit of catching up to do there at 45 miles per hour, and the last ASCAP pass from earlier today was around the same, but that was rather low resolution. The National Hurricane Center's forecast cone is certainly something that will raise eyebrows. Category 3 peak, major hurricane. In fact, that was the very first forecast that they put out was for a Category 3 peak. I'm not sure if they've increased it very much, but at the moment they're expecting major hurricane conditions off the Lesser Antilles, but still quite far out at sea by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday. It's something that we're going to have to watch continuously as we go along. So here's the storm developing there, certainly much closer to the islands than Larry, if you recall these graphics from Larry, and showing it becoming that major hurricane there as it moves northwestwards, still safely away from the islands on this GFS run, and then who knows where it goes after that. Rainfall estimates at sea, of course, pink areas there, that denotes at least 16 inches of rainfall there, so it's certainly going to be a very wet storm for all those fish, but nothing in terms of land areas is going to be impacted by the rainfall of this storm, at least in the next 5 days. Sea surface temperatures, though, will be favourable for Sam. Temperatures currently around 28 degrees under the storm right now in Celsius. These are Fahrenheit listed on the screen. Temperatures will drop slightly to about 27 and then rise again when it does make its closest pass to the Antilles. There's the intensity forecast. So National Hurricane Center are at high-end Category 3 on their forecast peak. HWRF nudges it a little bit higher into Category 4 range. Wind shear expectations starting off very low. The next 3 days are going to be the storm's prime time for capitalization on that wind speed. Sea surface temperatures also very high, relative humidity gradually decreasing. And the track forecast there is pretty close-knit, good confidence from the models. Here's how it's looked on satellite imagery during the course of today, and people have been marveling at that potential middle or lower eye feature. Not sure whether that is or not, but certainly a decent looking storm with that band quite noticeable on the northern side. No doubt it will become a hurricane at some point, it's not there yet. Dry air, quite a gulf of it ahead of the storm, so that might mitigate its strength a little bit, might slow it down in terms of its strengthening phase, but this storm looks to be well on its way towards reaching major hurricane status, at least as it treks across the Atlantic.